Hi there, everybody. Storm Track 8 meteorologist Marcus Bailey. Happy Tuesday to you on this election day. It is cloudy, it is cool, and it is damp for many of you across central Indiana. But we got some better news for you as we get deeper on into the day. So let's kind of dive down into the forecast, show you what's going on. First, national perspective. You can see the cooler air that's across much of the state. Lots of 50s. In fact, at around noon, 52, our temperature in Indianapolis. So a bit on the cool side. Lots of 50s from Indy to the east, much of Ohio. And even into the Central Plains, notice the cooler air. Upper 50s and low 60s, that expands all the way into central portions of Texas. So the cooler air really diving in. You have to go all the way down to Georgia before you find mid to upper 70s. And again, our average high for this time of year should be around 70 degrees. So we're running well below normal for that. Let's say with the national look here first. This is the SPC's severe weather outlook for today. In the light green you see there, just general thunderstorm chances across much of central Indiana. Slight risk for severe weather in the Carolinas into southern portions of Georgia. And not much on the watch and warning map. You do have a red flag warning for North Dakota and Minnesota. Very dry, windy conditions. Could promote some fire danger up in the northern part of the country, but otherwise pretty quiet across much of the lower 48. All right, let's dive down local and a look at radar at noon, showing some of these just pesky light showers that are continuing to just roll through much of central Indiana here. And kind of dive in deep here around Indy. Some of the light rain stretching from basically Hamilton County, Westfield, Sheridan, right down US 31 all the way down to Greenwood, and even points farther south than that, Franklin, Trafalgar, and even west of the city. And you've got some maybe heavier rain up in the northern part of central Indiana, Howard County, Tipton County. Those showers are trying to make their way to the east. So still going to kind of keep with those rain chances here for, I'd say, the next couple of hours or so. Let's flip over to the high resolution model. This is the HRRR. This updates every hour. As we walk you through this here, there's noon. As we get into the mid-afternoon hour, still seeing some of these showers kind of hanging around. I do think, though, as we get into the afternoon, while there may be a brief shower kind of hanging, most areas are going to dry out. And on top of that, I do think we're going to see some breaks in the clouds by around, let's say, 5 or 6 o'clock this evening. And that should help our temperatures warm up rather quickly. But still, the high-res model still wants to keep kind of a few showers hanging around through late tonight. But that will be in between some of the breaks in the clouds. So got to be prepared for maybe a brief shower. But I think we're going to be okay for the evening drive. All right, let's flip over now to the rest of the week's forecast. Not a bunch of major changes here. As we walk through your Tuesday, again, just some of those brief showers. Notice what's going on north of us. You got an area of low pressure with a trailing cold front that will work in Wednesday morning. Notice that blue line, that 540 line, indicating much chillier air rolling in, especially in the upper levels of the atmosphere. So as we get into the morning drive, expect another wet and cool commute. Likely going to continue through much of the afternoon. And with some of the colder air aloft, wouldn't be shocked to have a few rumbles of thunder. And there could be some hail makers as well. I think it would be below severe limits, but because of how cold the air will be aloft, you could have some very small hail that will be mixing in with some of the rain for tomorrow, for Wednesday. So the system's in and out of here by Wednesday afternoon, and by the evening, I think we start to clear things out. But in the wake, Thursday, we're still going to be pretty cool. Numbers will struggle to get out of the 50s. But then we see a nice recovery by Friday. Dry air settles in, and we look to be warmer for your Friday afternoon. Saturday, mini marathon day. Right now, this is morning by Saturday, and I think we're in good shape. Going to warm really quickly. I think race temperatures to start things off are likely going to be mid to upper 50s, but I think halfway through the race, we're going to be already into the 60s, well into the 60s, and by nearing the end of the race, we should be into the 70s. So things are going to heat up very quickly Saturday afternoon, or Saturday late morning into the early afternoon. By Saturday afternoon, this particular model wants to try to squeeze out a few showers. I do think that may be possible. But really, the disturbance that we're going to watch probably rolls in on Sunday, and that will squeeze out a few isolated thunderstorms for Mother's Day. Not going to be a complete washout. Monday, then, as we head back to work and school, again, you see a few isolated showers and thunderstorms, nothing too major. Probably a better chance for rain coming in Tuesday afternoon. That's a wet look right there, especially to our west into Illinois. That eventually is going to work into central Indiana late Tuesday night, if this is correct, and continue to roll in through Wednesday of next week. Then by the end of the forecast period there for Thursday, looks like we start to dry things out for much of the day on Thursday until the overnight hours when another cold front moves through, and that will bring another round of showers and maybe some thunderstorms as we close out the next work week leading into opening weekend at the track. That's Saturday, and looks like we're going to be in pretty good shape there if that holds correct. Rainfall over the next 7 days, and hey, we could use some time to dry out. It's been a very soggy stretch over the last 5 to 7. This is indicating around about an inch across much of central Indiana over the next 7 days, so that's manageable. And again, we'll string a couple of days together that will be relatively dry. There's the temperatures over the next week and a half. And again, you see the cool pattern setting up here for the next couple of days. Many of the models don't get us out of the 50s for your Wednesday. Thursday, we're into the low 60s. Then Friday, we rebound into the 70s, 80s potentially on Saturday for mini marathon day. Maybe a bit of a setback then for Mother's Day, but still nice. That's average, 69 for this time of year. And then it looks like we maintain in the 70s for much of next week and beyond as we gear up for a busy month of May here in Indianapolis. All right, let's look at the forecast for your Tuesday on this election day, May 3rd. We'll have updates coming up on 24-hour News 8 on the TV side, Wish TV, at 5, 6, 10, and 11. And, of course, more updates coming your way on the blog at wishtv.com and on social media on Facebook and Twitter. Have a great day. We'll talk to you soon.